You're such an asshole.
I'm gonna try and make this short and sweet, but unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna happen because this pisses me the fuck off, and it's one of the things I don't know if it's stupidity or if it's evil or a combination of both. Hi, I'm a fan of your videos, so I'm writing now for some help. I'm 26 years old and female. My parents are Pakistani and Muslim, and I was born and raised here, and I'm not going to mention the state, in a conservative home. I lived at home my whole life, including throughout undergrad and grad school. My parents are traditional, want me to marry a Muslim and Pakistani. Via arranged marriage, of course. Because you're cold. That's why Pakistan is this global dominant superpower that it is now. Because of arranged marriages and fucking Islam. Oh, and probably preventing your children from ever experimenting or trying things. You know, just crack the fuck down on them. You know, and honor killings and stoning. It's great. And that's why you came to America, right? Because you would presumably want to escape that? So, we had opportunity to... No! Let's bring that... You know that crap we were trying to escape from? Yeah. Well, here, I got an idea. We'll have our most beloved things in our life, our children, do that shit here in their own lives that we were trying to escape from that shithole back there that coincidentally made it a shithole we wanted to escape in the first place. Why are we third world countries? Why don't we make as much as the Americans? Oh, what was it? What's the excuse internationally? It's not because you're stuck in an 800-year-old religion that hasn't had a reformation. What do you blame it on? Colonial, yeah, it's colonialism. Oh my God, not arranged marriages, not why we can't eat pork because it's Tuesday and your name starts with a J. No, it's colonialism. And that's why you should go to the colonials' headquarters, right? And live there amongst the great Satans. Oh, all right. They want me to marry a Muslim and Pakistani via arranged marriage, but I want to choose someone for myself. Imagine that. You're brought up in the United States and you just had some self-respect. But I don't know how to, since my parents never allowed me to date. I'm in conflict with Islam and the Western culture here. I thought Islam was the religion of peace, and everything just diversity, everything just gets along. Yeah, I'd say you are. I'm not even sure if I want to get married anymore because of this struggle. I hate Islam and want to leave it, but I'm scared my parents will disown me. I've been exploring religions for several years now, but stopped because I hit a dead end. All right. You don't have to have a religion, okay? That's option number 3. You don't need to replace it. Why don't you do some soul searching and figure out who you are first before you start subscribing to any religions, all right? That's the most honest way to get into a religion, if you get into one at all. And who knows, maybe you actually do go back to Islam. Maybe you find a non-fucking psycho sect where they're a little bit more reformed. And, oh no, Muhammad and all that other stuff. But not with the stoning of our fucking children. But let's go back. Yeah, a couple of questions here. I want to be thorough. You don't know how to choose someone for yourself. All right, look. You need to date. That's the first thing. And then if you want to get married, you need to find and be able to delineate and discriminate the good guys from the bad boys. Now, sometimes you like a little bit of elements of both. You don't want a pure good guy because they tend to be pussies. You don't want to be a pure bad boy because they ain't stable men. They're going to provide for you in a marriage and help you raise kids if you want to have any. You need to find a preferably good guy who is independent, maybe at one time had a bad streak to him, but is reformed and has learned, and is law-abiding, doesn't do drugs. This is where your parents' strict upbringing probably does help. Good job. Accountant, engineer, cop, mechanic, plumber, doctor, any young man who has supported himself, works for himself entrepreneurially, but has got a profession, got a career, has a good heart, is honest and all that other shit that you're physically attracted to and makes you laugh, which is going to be a very small statistical chance of men out there, especially at your young age. I mean, I'm sorry, if you look at the millennial boys out there, they're pussies. A lot of them, they'll claim to be good and, I love women, so I'm effeminate, and they're hypocrites. Then, yeah, go date the bad boy motorcycle. I mean, motorcycles are good too. But I'm going to give you the advice I give traditionally black women who are looking for a black man to date. Not that you're looking for a black man to date, but where can I find a good black man? The best place that I have found is you go to a cigar lounge. And you're already in a good environment, except for smoke. But men who smoke cigars, typically a little bit older, typically a little bit more established, upper income. Cigars are not cheap. You don't have to be super rich, but if you're a younger man, you have to have a job to smoke there. They're more intelligent. They got usually a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of cops and FBI in the different cigar lounges I ran around in. So that's a very specific place to try. I don't know if they happen to have any in your town that you live in, the state. They should be around. But that's kind of what you're going to be looking for, where you have hints of bad boy, a lot of ex-military, and they certainly got in their trouble, but they've learned, they turn around, got a profession, stable, good looking. So that, and you're going to date, okay? You're going to date. Maybe church, I'd hold off on that. Let's not complicate things. But go out and have fun. Learn to ballroom dance. Join a volleyball league. Do some fun stuff that isn't necessarily the goal and objective is to find a guy. And don't worry, we're around all over the place. Jerry Seinfeld. We have a man in every place. Maybe not our best man, but we have a man in every place. So kind of keep an eye out for that good guy, and also just, kind of like, wow, I like this guy. I'll find out more about him. But participate in other social fun activities that isn't necessarily to find men. Sports. Again, ballroom dancing. Although a lot of the men there now are just complete pussies. But whatever it is that you had an interest, go do it. Okay, so that's the thing. Date a while. Don't be in a rush to get married. And then you'll find someone. You will. And if I am to be perfectly honest, there are a more high quality caliber of guys as a percentage of the population than there's high quality caliber girls. That doesn't mean the majority of men are. That's still a small percentage, but they're out there in greater numbers than you would think. Also, where you work, I would look around. Not that you could date coworkers, but that field, that profession. I think there's some quality men in your profession. Okay, and then postpone marriage. That's one thing. Since parents aren't, I'm not even sure if I want to get married anymore because of the struggle. No, see, and this is again where your parents, I'm going to call it child abuse, because they force the struggle on you. Hey, let's take our kid out of this environment and put her in this completely different environment, and then raise her in complete antithesis to the environment she's in, and then demand she live like we used to live in that shithole we were trying to escape from in an environment that is completely not conducive to it. And then threaten her if she doesn't do what we say in this impossible situation. So that's your number one problem that you have to triage, is getting out from underneath your parents. And I would not let this bad experience mar you from the opportunity and possibilities of being married. All right? It's just, this is the most important thing. It's kind of like, I'd really like a car, but I'm also starving. It's like, well, maybe you should go find some food first and then worry about finding the car. Okay? Don't let the fact that you don't have food make you say, I'm swearing off cars forever. It doesn't make any sense. And you're doing yourself a disservice, because cars are not only really awesome, they're kind of necessary to live in this country. So don't swear off marriage for this Don't let your parents ruin your life more than they already have. All right? I hate Islam and want to leave it, but I'm scared my parents will disown me. Not only, I can almost guarantee you that, because of the hypocritical nature and the fact that they love not Bangladesh, where were we? Pakistani culture, and Islam more than they do their own damn kid, and they come here, and I would say under hypocritical and evil intents. I think they were just, unless they were like, they're either completely hypocritical, where they're like your traditional doctors and engineers from Pakistan, but then because they want to work and gain from the economic opportunity, or they're just welfare bums and they say, well, fuck America, we're going to still do it our way, and we don't give a shit, we don't give that America's great, and then they're hypocrites, and they're thieves. What was it? I'm scared of the parents. So I think they will disown you because of their, at minimum, hypocritical, if not outright possibly evil nature. Right? I'd also be worried about, the honor killings? Remember that shitty crap hole of Pakistan you came from with that backwards religion that they still stone people and kill all this other crazy shit? That culture that your parents escaped to bring you here and save today, yeah, it's still following you around. So that's another problem I would worry about. And that's something you may have to go contact the cops about. If you think that's a possibility, that there will be retribution, that's something you're going to have to do that. But here's the thing. Yeah, your parents probably, I happen to agree with you. I'm pretty sure your parents would disown you. And you know what? Fuck your parents. Blood is not, I cannot say this enough times, blood is not thicker than water, and I'm sick and tired of predominantly Asian parents coming over here and treating their fucking kids like goddamn objects, when it's in America where it's all freedom and independence and kids kind of go out and do their own thing. For the fucking pride of your family, you make your kids go major in not even engineer. Again, the most ironic story, Iranian kid comes over, going to become a doctor, gets into med school. Can't stand the sight of blood. Tells his folks, hey, I'm switching to chemical engineering. They disowned him for that. Great fucking culture, guys. Great. I can't imagine. I don't know why, once again, you guys aren't fucking dominant global economic superpowers. Just befuddles me. I don't know how it works. Anyway. They are absolutely going to disown you, but you have to understand it's because they don't love you. They don't care about you. They care about the power and the control, whatever other fucked up shit that comes from that weird ass culture. And don't tell me different is just different. It's not. It is fucking inferior. When you throw away the love of your goddamn children so you could go jerk off to some fucking religion or brag in front of your brother because your son is doing better than your nephew. This transcends religion. This is just ego and disgusting, vile human nature. So you are also going to have to be prepared for the fact that they're going to disown you and you're going to have no support from them ever again. They're going to besmirch you, and I would prepare for the contingency, the possibility of retribution. All right? I don't know your dad, but if they're from the Durka tribe over in Pakistan and they slayed somebody, or there was an honor killing or whatever, there's something you might have to think about. I've been exploring religions for several years now, but have stopped because I hit a dead end. Again, the food versus the car. You need food right now. You just need to get away from your folks, fix that up, be safe, and then finding religion. I'd say finding religion comes even after finding a man. Maybe you'll discover religion in trying to find a man. But that is, you've already been scarred and marred by one religion. You don't need to jump right back into another one. All right? So there's no rush. And like I said, you'll inevitably maybe find your way back to a religion. And what's going to be sad and tragic, because you're not even going to be there necessarily for that specific religion's doctrinal purposes. You're going to go there because humans, I believe, can't live without religion. And you're going to go there for ulterior motives, namely belonging. Maybe to have a tribe of some kind. So, but again, down on the to-do list, not something to worry about now. Almost all my friends are white, non-Muslim guys. All right, well, good guys like you, that's good. You can socialize with men, so that's a first step. But all of them have friend zoned me, or I friend zoned them because of my Muslim background and marriage situation. Well, then you don't lead with the Muslim. You basically say, I'm not Muslim. I don't live with my dad. A lot of guys, they're just like, I don't want, no, you're Muslim. And frankly, if you're looking to marry a Western man, doesn't matter what his genetics and ethnicity is, a truly Western man, no real Western man wants anything to do with a Muslim girl. We don't. Because why would we want to deal with that fucking headache? And then there's the threat, is your dad going to kill us? Are your brothers going to kill us? Do we have to worry? We don't want your culture. That's why in the United States, we like quiet and peace. We don't like honor killings and tribal warfare. So I would say I'm not Muslim, all right? I'm not, if they ever ask. You can't really tell them that you're not from Pakistan because you probably do look Middle Eastern. But yeah, you say, no, I'm not Muslim. If they ask, if they bring it up. Otherwise, because you've been Americanized, you were brought up in America, I think your normal behaviors and actions would probably, wearing blue jeans, you play golf, I don't know. As long as you ain't got a burqa on your head, they're not going to necessarily assume. But they're going to want to find out. So when that happens, you say, no, I'm not lying. And you're not a Muslim. You don't even believe, in your heart you don't believe it, so don't have like this, am I really a bad? It's like, no, you're just not. You're not a bad Muslim. You're just not a Muslim, period, anymore. It's like, they did this one out, you're a bad Christian. No, you don't get it. I'm not a Christian, period. Burn! Yeah. But maybe moving forward, the friend zoning, are you dressing cute? Are you dressing sexy? Some of it, no doubt, is probably you're very shy or timid because of your upbringing, if they were that strict. I'm not saying go whore it up and get some tattoos and throw yourselves at them and stick your tongue down their throat. But, letting your own personality evolve and develop. I think humor is a funny thing. I think if you listen to Bill Burr, frankly, any comedy would work. Because Muslim is an Islamic culture. There's no humor involved. There's no humor. There's no comedians. It's not funny. So I think if you could develop a clever Katharine Hepburn type of personality, sharp, witty, not annoying, but I think a quick way to do that, watch Eddie Izzard, watch Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, watch, you'll find them. There's comedians. Don't watch female comedians. You don't need any vagina, pussy, crass jokes, all right? Genuine, true, funny humor is what you want. The opposite of Margaret Cho. Then the guys would rather date a Muslim than Margaret Cho. However, more than one of them did show romantic interest in me in the past, but they feel like I pushed them away because of my situation. Well, you did. So I had friend zoned them. Yeah, you did. Now you don't have to anymore. You're living on your own. You're out. Technically, that's the biggest thing. The fact that you live on your own and you're supporting yourself. Your parents can't control you, at least financially, anymore. They could guilt trip you, this and that, but no, it's like, bye. You never talk to them. You never call them again. And you say, you have a contingency. If you ever you want to get back together and talk to me and have me be your daughter, you're going to accept I'm not Muslim. I'm an American woman. I'm going to marry and do what I want. And you don't control my life. Period. And so you give them that contingency. And you won't have my situation. You won't have to push them away. Because now you're truly being yourself. So, all right, you must be somewhat cute if some guys are asking you out. This is good. These are all good things. I am a certain type of professional now with no college debt, and I bought a new house and by myself, and I'm moving out soon, finally. Wonderful. I was wondering, what is your advice to me regarding my marriage and religious situation? All right, marriage is religion down the road. Pro you getting married, pro you finding religion. Not right now. Now you are going to have a war coming, and that is your parents are going to try and get their property back. Because you're going to start to show signs of independence of being an adult woman. An independent, adult, self-thinking woman. And like I said, expect, burn! and potentially a stoning or an honor killing, whatever fucked up shit that they decide to bring over from Pakistan. But be prepared to stand strong against them, and you have the weapons and the means to do it. You have employment, and you don't live with them anymore. But they're going to try every trick in the book, and you have to know this. The easiest thing is they disown you. Because if that happens, well, then you'll never hear from them again. And then when they're old, they might come crawling back. But what I'm thinking is going to happen, that their ego is not going to, especially your dad's ego is not going to abide that. And he's going to like, you better do. And they're going to try every trick in the book. I don't know if you have siblings. I guess I should have asked that. They'll send your siblings after you to like convince you and this and that. And you must stand strong. All of this is going to be wasted if you don't tell them no. So you have self-respect for yourself. You do not lie to yourself. You be true to yourself. And you do not capitulate to your parents. No, I'm going this way. You may still associate with me as long as you respect and accept that. Which I don't think they will. What is it? Yeah, and then marriage and religion in due time. I would like to remain anonymous. I would like a video response. Booty boop, booty boop. All right, thank you. My condolences. I'm very sorry for your situation. And I loathe and detest people like this. I just fucking hate people who come from shitberg inferior cultures. They come here for a better life, and then they insist on not only still participating in their shitberg inferior ways that resulted in this shitberg inferior country that they came from, but then they force it on their kids. And sometimes it's not even a shitty culture. Sometimes it's, we came from South Korea, and we came from Japan, we came from China, and it's like, but you're not going to be American. Well, then stay in fucking China, and don't do that to your kids. But no, all right, that's it. You guys got questions? Cappy's got answers. assholeconsulting.com. Read my books. They're on Amazon.com. Tune into the Clary podcast. That's on SoundCloud.com. Donate to my Patreon account because I know this may shock you. I'm not employable at all. Although I do generate my own money. Real fucking American does. But I'll take more because I'm a greedy bastard. Patreon.com/Aaron Clary. That's it. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.